Thank you kindly. You are watching Britain's sharpest daytime show with Fina Aruche, Stephen Gates and Elisabeth Sladen, star of the brilliant Sarah Jane Adventures. Now, in a little while, I'm asking if you would lend a friend your man so he could help her have a baby. If not the whole man, then his you know what I mean. No, says Vanessa Dines via Facebook. My husband is mine, she wrote, not a sperm bank, or should I say a condiment trolley. I think that relates to the gravy thing, yeah? What about you? 0207 173 5555 is the number. Come on, ladies, don't be precious. But first, and not in any way related, are men becoming more girly? Scientists tell us the answer is a definite yes. 21st century man has more female hormone inside him than previous generations, while men's magazines, as another example, these days appear to be promoting themes typically found in female mags, themes being vanity, insecurity about our looks, the benefit of cosmetics and self-doubt. Nice tan, Gavin. And now, Leeds, the pride of West Yorkshire, has produced Europe's first ever male cheerleading troupe. Hey, have a look at this. I don't know what to say. Can I have a go? If you didn't see the documentary, the good bit about that clip is at least they gave them macho black pom-poms, because when they were rehearsing, they had pink ones. Not the colour matters. Now, the good news for girly boys is ladies love us. Today's Daily Telegraph tells how over thousands of years women have lost interest in muscle-bound cavemen because they don't need protecting from saber-toothed tigers anymore. Instead, they want the caring, sensitive type because they reckon they'll be better at looking after the sprocks. So, are men getting more girly, Fina? What do you think?
I have a metrosexual in my life who I married. I like. My husband's he's blokey when he's into his football, he's into Roma and Liverpool and all of that stuff. We've got a 2-year-old boy. He's very masculine and all those, you know, in all that way. But he does have all his products and his little...
Right.
He does have his little... And a lot of my products go down really fast.
Now, how would you feel if your son told you when he was 11 that what he didn't want to play football or rugby anymore, he wanted to be a cheerleader?
I try and dissuade him.
At least you're honest. Go on.
I try and dissuade him.
They do it at my school. I don't want my daughter to be a cheerleader. You know? What a waste of time.
More because I don't want my son to cheer somebody else doing something great. I want him to be in the centre doing the great thing himself, not about a role model thing. Not, you know what I mean? I don't want him to be cheering. I want him to be doing. Leaving
cheerleading to one side, Stefan, do you think that men are becoming more effeminate?
I use moisturiser. I'm 84.
Liar.
It works. Too bad, isn't it? Are they getting more girly? I mean, you know, yes, we used to be hunter-gatherers and breeders, you know, and things, you know, men and women are very different, but things are changing. If it means that men are becoming less of a bunch of, you know, argumentative and, you know, angry, aggressive people, then I think that's fantastic. I don't know if I've really seen it in my lifetime.
I've seen it in your
really?
lifetime. You had a unibrow when you came in here.
Yeah. I plucked my eyebrows out
so
this morning.
You don't think you've seen it in your lifetime? I think in our lifetime we saw New Romantics, OK, which is all about makeup and dressing up. You saw Boy George.
No, I haven't seen a change in my lifetime from people being more masculine when I was young to being less masculine now.
How old are you?
43.
Oh, I don't know where you've been. Where have you been? Where have you been?
People used to have moustaches, yeah. Glad they've gone.
I wonder if men are becoming more effeminate, can we say that women are becoming more masculine? Does that follow?
I think Glee has a lot to answer. Well, quite scientifically, I mean, you look at that round egg we just saw. There are things happening that are being injected into the food that we eat to plump them up,
estrogen
which
comes
is
from
estrogen.
detergents,
Girls are coming to menstruate sooner. I mean, it must have an effect. You know, it's not just women who eat chicken and beef.
Right.
There must be something happening as well as the times that we're in and what is needed now.
I mean, scientists would say that is the case, that there are chemical changes.
Well, it cannot be discounted, can it? It is a fact. It is a symptom, isn't it?
Is it a cause for concern, though, or rather nice?
Well, I think it is a medical cause for concern because you can't, you know, who can always buy organic? No, I think we do need to look after what we put into ourselves because that actually makes us, and the next generation and the next generation. But as far as going into the bathroom and spiking your hair, if they want to do it, let them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't particularly like all these different things poking at different angles, but I do like clean. Oh, I do like clean.
Would you be disappointed if a son said, "I want to go and become a cheerleader"?
No, I wouldn't actually. I would look at what they were doing, keep them off the streets. That looked quite an aggressive cheerleading.
Yeah, they sort of machoed
I mean, there was
it up.
tinsel. Accept your feminine side, but, you know, be what you want to be. You know, and actually, Doctor Who, sorry, is just about this. It's about an individual being different and being allowed to be different, and I love saying that. You are allowed to do it. But I think to go back to the health thing is incredibly important. What is being injected, we eat, and we have to eat. And
it's happening to fish. Fish are actually changing sex. Fish, I know more about fish than I know about people, but fish are changing sex because of hormones in the water. Yeah. Anybody bothered about this? We'll go to the phones first. Kirsty?
OK, first we have Chantal on line 1.
Morning, Chantal.
Hi there, good morning.
Morning. Do you think men are changing?
Yes, and I support what the lady there said a little while earlier. I read a report, and you're going to think this could be completely cuckoo, but there are links to soya. And because I suppose the society that we live in, we're so health conscious and we think soya is great and fantastic.
Yeah.
But a couple of years ago, there was this random thing thrown out, links with soya and gay. And I thought, how ridiculous, it's completely stupid, and forever the pessimist, I looked into it myself, to discover that the links are actually true. And the research from America, and please be careful because some researchers can also be ridiculous, but there are medical findings from the medical profession that state that the estrogen levels in soya are 5 times the strength of a contraceptive pill.
Right.
And even when mothers are taking them thinking they're doing the right thing when you're pregnant and whatnot, there are links that it's affecting the fetus.
Is this where, Chantal, is this where we get the phrase, "you are soya gay"? Is that where it comes from? I wonder. Chantal, thank you. She thinks it's... Maybe it is soya, I don't know. We'll go to the audience now, Eric.
I think we're definitely getting more girly, but what do you think, Larry, are we?
I think there's a different type of agenda as far as it's okay to be more kind of effeminate now.
Yeah.
But why do you think that is? Because more men are becoming effeminate. That's why. If it wasn't happening, we would just carry on the way we were.
I think with the whole showbiz thing and, you know, people want to be different and people going out of their way to be different, I just think, you know, it's kind of okay to be effeminate.
Tell me, you looked at that video of boy cheerleaders and you said to yourself, "I want a pom-pom. I want to do it," didn't you? You said that to yourself.
Never,
Go
never.
on, just give us a little...
Go on. They need to do some press-ups.
Come on, do me some magic.
Get back in the gym and do some press-ups.
Come on, do it. Let yourself go. Go on, let yourself go. I'm telling you, show the country. Go on.
I'll do it.
I'll save his blushes. We'll go back to the phones, Kirsty.
OK, we've got Ben next. He's a cheerleader on line 2.
Whoa, Ben, good morning.
Good morning.
How old are you, Ben?
I'm 24.
You're 24, and how did you get into cheerleading?
I joined it when I was at university.
Right.
And I love it. And that style of cheerleading that you've shown is more of a dance style. There's a more competitive style. It's a lot more harder. But I think you really should be ashamed of yourself.
Go on,
There are
why?
young boys out there that choose to do that, and you're made ridiculing them. And it's quite a hard choice, and they get bullied for things they do like this.
Well, we're trying to actually
that
find...
make
Ben,
things more feminine.
before you
And when
become so
run around
judgmental...
like that, it's quite
Ben, before you become so judgmental, why don't you consider the idea that we're actually just trying to explore the idea and ask the question if it's actually happening, that we as a society are changing and those little boys are maybe at the vanguard? Yeah, rather than giving me all your prejudice and your preconceived notions, open your mind to debate.
I am open on my...
Doesn't sound like it to me.
I
It sounds
think
like a lecture.
Right now, we're in a society that's a lot less repressed, and men that are more free to express themselves. They can be cheerleaders, but not all male cheerleaders are gay men.
I didn't say they were at any point during the discussion, Ben.
I'm just saying that's the common misconception. But when you got up and you pranced around like what you said, what it was like to be a cheerleader, I did find that a bit offensive. And
Ben! Boo-hoo, mate! Get over it! God, didn't know male cheerleaders ultimately meant you had to surrender your sense of humour and joie de vivre? Honestly. Thanks for nothing. Right, after the break, see how we do with this. Oh, you put me in a foul mood now. I was having such a lovely day as well. Thank you.
Come back now.
It's okay, I'm over it
Come
now.
back to
I'm over it. That's the trouble with Ben. Emotions, he changed so quickly. After the break. After the break, play along and play nicely. Would you lend your man to a broody friend so he could help her have a baby? If not the whole man, then how about a pot of his essence? Yeah, we can do that.
That was better than gravy.
Yeah. 037 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts. I know people, women, who have shared their partner's essence with a desperate friend. Would you? We'll find out next.